This is Brother Mo. Today, my daughter is going to take you through building an alcohol stove as a class project in her Wildlife Resources class. So stick around as she takes you through the steps. The first thing she does is take her razor blade and secure it to the top of a box or a book, something about 1.5 inches tall, and score her can all the way around. Be sure to score the can as deeply as possible. Using a new razor blade will make this process much cleaner. Once you have your can scored, if you'll take your thumb and press around that mark, the can should begin to separate. For each alcohol stove you wish to make, you will need the bottom of 2 cans. Hannah is going to make 2 alcohol stoves, so she only has 3 more to cut. Stay with us and we'll see if we can't speed things up a bit. Now that we have our final can cut, they'll begin to look a little more like an alcohol stove here shortly. She starts by taking a pencil or a marker and dividing the can into quarters.
Very important that you go in the groove.
Again, since she is building 2 alcohol stoves, she will do this to the bottom of 2 of the cans that she has cut. After she gets her can marked, she takes a nail, places right at the bottom of the rim on her mark, and drives her nail through the can. After she divides her can into quarters, she divides those in half and then in half again, leaving her with 16 marks approximately 1/2 inch apart. Okay, let's move things along a bit. Now she is putting a hole in the center of the stove to allow the stove to be filled with fuel. She makes a series of holes in the center of the stove. Then she uses the end of her pliers to widen out the hole. After she gets all the holes in the top of her alcohol stove, she then begins to put the stove together by crimping the bottom portion of the stove. Skipping this step could result in splitting your stove up the side. After you get the bottom portion of your stove crimped, now it's time to mate the top with the bottom by just simply inserting the bottom into the top and firmly pressing the two together. Slowly but firmly press the two together until they match up, being careful not to cut your hand on the sharp edges of the can. Once you have the top and the bottom of the stove firmly seated, you can burnish the edges of the stove to do away with that sharp edge. Burnishing the edges has a nice look, and it holds the top and the bottom of the stove firmly together. These alcohol stoves are also called penny stoves for obvious reasons. Make sure your penny, however, is at least a 1982 or older. After 1982, the pennies were no longer copper. Here's some footage of Hannah cooking ramen noodles over the alcohol stove. We hope you liked this video. Please feel free to comment below.
Is it almost?
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching.
I can smell the shit.